Taking a look back at Jasmy, it looks like we did get stopped out in this EMA ribbon, and we actually managed to work all the way up and perfectly test this this 0.5 level on the Fibonacci retracement, so that was pretty nice. I did mention in my previous video we really needed to break this ribbon to the upside so we could start testing the cloud as well as the red box of resistance yet again, and kind of trade sideways within it, chipping away at it so we can break it to the upside. But ultimately, it doesn't look like we got that from this top here at the 0.5 level on the Fibonacci retracement to where we are now is about a 27% drop. And right now we're just kind of floating in space, so I suspect we'll move all the way back down to the screen box for a total move of around, anywhere between 34% or even 42%. So I'm not entirely surprised that this happened here, mainly because the spread was getting much wider on this way down here, as you can see previously. It was much thinner, so it had a better chance here to break to the upside, but we ultimately got stopped out by the Ichimoku cloud again. And you can actually see on the daily Ichimoku cloud is starting to widen again, so that's not a great sign in my opinion, especially if the upper band kind of stays flat and this starts going downwards. If we take a look at the 4-hourly chart, you can see we did manage to break the 200 EMA to the upside, testing again this 0.5 level on the Fibonacci retracement. Found support briefly off of the EMA ribbon, broke above the 200 EMA again, then finally fell back down below it. We did manage to test the cloud quite a bit throughout this range and even find support off the bottom of it and resistance near the top. So if we do manage to find a bounce here, we could very well break it to the upside, form kind of a W bottom. This also depends on what the rest of the market's doing. If everything else crashes, this could very well sleep the low again, like I mentioned in my previous videos, all the way down here at around 1 cent. So to sum things up, really not much has changed since my previous video. We failed to break this EMA ribbon to the upside, which isn't great. Right now we're hanging out in no man's land for the most part, so a move all the way back to somewhere in this green box is probably a given. So, be on the lookout for anywhere between 1.8 cents and 1.6 cents for a potential bounce. But again, that might just be a bounce. It might not be enough to send us all the way back up here or even break these previous highs, right? So really just have to see how this plays out. If we can get a double bottom with some bullish RSI divergence on the daily chart, that'd be a great sign. And ultimately, if we break below the green box, it'll kind of end up like what Smooth Love Potion did. It came down below it, retested it, and then shot down further. See, there's some pretty nasty sell volume on this candle right here, as well as right here. So again, it's not looking fantastic, especially for a move up from here. But it could very well bounce off something on the smaller time frames, like this Fibonacci retracement here. We're currently testing the golden pocket, but you take that with a grain of salt, especially considering what the larger time frames are saying. This is all I have for Jasmy today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so, as I try to post content daily. As always, this isn't financial advice, and I'll see you in the next one.